Can you explain constructivism and how it relates to Schellinger's breaking ranks framework? The theory of constructivism was created using the work of Jean Piaget. Ornstein and Hunkins in 2017 explained that constructivism addresses the nature of knowledge and the nature of learning. Humans observe, put together, recreate, and construct information over and over until it fits our needs. Children are more apt to learn if they are using a format that fits into their knowledge as well as their interests. They become aware of the process with which they are creating their knowledge. Where does the breaking ranks framework link with constructivism? Well, to explain this, one must first understand the breaking ranks framework. Schellinger in 2014 discussed how the framework is not really a step-by-step guide, but it takes data and information such as student population, their ethnicity, poverty level, that all that information that the school provides and assesses areas of need so that they can customize a plan and develop it to lead to school success. The Breaking Ranks framework focuses on three main areas: collaborative leadership, personalized school environment, and curriculum, instruction, and assessment for improved student learning. These areas are broken down even further. However, by addressing the three main core areas, school leadership can implement positive changes that will create positive student growth. By putting the framework in place, educators and administrators alike will have to reconsider how they are going to accomplish a positive and successful educational environment. It will create a mass system of change where all educators will have to be on board instead of doing their own thing. The biggest factor in this will be the accommodation of technology use across all areas of curriculum throughout the building. Everyone from teachers, administration, students, and parents will have to buy into the changes they will face. How does this relate to constructivism? By implementing these changes of the Breaking Ranks framework, educators will be focused on technology. Students are driven by their use of technology. They use it every day at home, and we must learn to teach in manners that interest them. How does this relate to my school? Well, collaborative leadership. It's difficult to have collaborative leadership if all stakeholders are not on board. With the plan that is put in place. Many teachers do not want to utilize technology and available and tend to balk at being told to do so. Most of this is due to our lack of technology. However, others find it frustrating and time-consuming. Students are not on board due to lack of use or only using it few and far between. If we want to successfully improve our student achievement, we have to have everybody on board. The biggest issue with personalized school environment that affects my area is the number of students in a class. There is not a maximum number of students, so several classes tend to have 30 or more per teacher. It's really difficult to personalize teaching for each student with so many in a room. Classes are 90 minutes, and that averages out to 3 minutes per student, which does not allow for much one-to-one interaction, and then students don't get the feedback and the feeling of caring that they need. And lastly, curriculum and instruction and assessment for improving student performance. In this area, our schools are really lacking technology. Most classrooms have a smart board and a teacher computer, but we don't have one-to-one devices, and students aren't allowed to use their personal ones either. While we do have 2 laptop carts, a small iPad cart, and 3 computer labs, it's hard to get them. Those carts are shared among all classes with the student population of 1,200 in my school. Labs are difficult to get due to testing or other issues and are often broken, so it's hard to utilize technology in a meaningful fashion when technology is not available. One-to-one devices or personal devices would greatly bolster that help in our student learning.